Hello, the purpose of this video is to show how to create or draw windows. So let's draw a window over here, just like a door. You would start by finding one edge of a window, and you can just start with drawing a line. And let's say the window is 36 inches wide. So you do an offset 36 and draw an offset. And then trim everything, extra lines, and those inside. Okay, this line is a building line. It is part of the site plan, and if you don't want to see it, so you can just freeze the XREF or turn off the XREF. Oop. Uh, this one is layer XREF. Yeah, so we have to freeze the XREF. Freeze the XREF. There you go. So to make windows, basically, you make an opening, and then you go to your layer and make sure you have window new. So we're going to start new layer and call it a dash window wind dash new. And as you can see, there's always like four characters to a name of letter. In between them is a dash. Okay. Um, Press enter. Make sure the color is like red or yellow. So we'll make it red. And then close that. And now what you can do is you can make your window. So if you want to make a jam first, then you can do that. First, start a line. Start another line. Use offset to make a 2-inch jam on each side. Oh, offset 2-inch. And then draw a line in the middle. So midpoint here to midpoint here. And that's basically it. That's our window. All you do is select and change layer to that new window layer, and that's the window. Okay. So that's how you do it. And if you have 50 windows, so if you do it 50 times, and that's why we have again made a small programming language called an AutoLisp. So again, this is like a 20-year programming that we created back in the day. So we're gonna do an upload, and then you can see here uh, door by Melendez. That's I made that and I updated 2023. And here's window by Melendez also. Now, let me look at the folders. So, fold the folder of my AutoLisp. The door, it works by itself, but the window needs this drawing. Okay, so this drawing here, DWG for WinLSP, that needs to be copied. So I'm gonna make a copy. So make a copy. So there you go. Make a copy. Okay, and then I have to put it on the same folder as where I have my files, which is here in my AutoCAD files EDT 320. So I'm just gonna right click and paste it anywhere here. There you go. So I must have this drawing for WinLSP before my Lisp will work. Otherwise, it will not work. It would be also helpful if you put in this folder inside wherever the Lisp is. Together they are in the same folder. Okay, so just to make sure, because if the Lisp doesn't find its file, it won't be able to draw the window. Okay, anyway, we loaded Windows by Melendez. Load once, and then it would be down here, Windows by Melendez. Okay, when you click close, when you pull this up, it should tell you uh, the command for Windows. Let me see. Oh, it didn't tell us. But usually, if I remember right, it's just 20 years ago. I think it's just Win. There you go, Win. And what is the length of the panel? 36. You can change it. We'll change it later. You can change it. So we just accept 36. Enter. Number of panels. I only want one. And select the interior side. So the interior is this side. Okay. And I'm supposed to select that the midpoint. Okay, so it's trying to find the midpoint of the line. So if you have a long line like this, it's gonna try to find the midpoint. So If I select the midpoint, I select the other point here and it will put in the window. That's basically it. Okay. If it cannot find the drawing that I ask you to, or that show you that must be together with the window, DWG for window. This is an old one, but this one is a new one that I updated. So if it cannot find this, it has nothing to put in because that is one object. Okay, that's a block. Okay, so this list that I made is going to always find the midpoint. So if you can find the middle of a window, because normally we put the windows where we want them to be in the middle of the room. Okay, and if you want to move that, then you can simply do a stretch, and then select the crossing. I don't want this, so shift and then select this, so I don't want that. Press enter, and then I can just move it wherever I want. Okay, so that stretch is select by crossing from right to left, press enter, and then click one point and move it wherever I want. Okay, so the Lisp that I created should be able to insert multiple windows. So if I only want like a 24-inch windows or an 18-inch windows, I type in win after I uploaded, of course. I type in 18, and then I want one panel, and the middle would be here, and parallel is here, and there's my 18 inches. Okay, so uh, the jam is not entirely, it's because it is scaled, so it's not dynamic, and that's why. Uh, anyway, it's just representation. It's kind of old, so maybe it needs to be updated. But if you want multiple panels, again, after you upload my LSP, you can just type win again. Let's say I wanted 24-inch windows and I wanted to do three of them, three, enter. I pick the middle point of the room and then the outer, and there you go, the three panels. And they're one connected unit. Okay? So, but yeah, that's how to do Windows. And make sure that you do your layout of your room on the first floor, your layout on the second floor. If there's any room here, manager's office or whatever, make sure you do that. I showed you how to do doors and showed you how to do windows. Yeah, and I will provide a link on how to download these two files so you can use it on your project. Okay, so that's how to do Windows manually and using my Lisp. Okay.